Hello, Accelerators organization members. I hope you're killing it this week. And I've got four really good questions from entrepreneurs who are trying to grow their businesses, hire the right people, make sure they've got their core values down, and get their marketing set up and getting those leads coming in. So I'm going to dive right into it. The first question is from Emily. Now, her question is, what makes a good marketing person? How do you know you have hired the right marketing person? Well, to me, the way you know is you're not stressed about the amount of work that's coming in not being enough, right? When your marketing person is performing, doing the right things, you're getting leads and quality leads that score well, convert, and your pipeline is full. So really, a great marketing person really wants to dive into the numbers and get the result, right? So good leads that you or your sales team can convert into sales. So some marketing people are like, oh, I got 5,000 impressions or 50,000 impressions or 10 million impressions. What's an impression? Does that change your bottom line? A lead, which is contact information, somebody expressing interest, really makes a difference. So we just did up 3 quick videos and had a downloadable PDF, had 2 quality leads, 1 converted into a client. So we got a sale, right? So think about that pipeline, that funnel, right? Where you're getting impressions, that's great, but you got to convert people and get them to become customers, right? So the actual sale part, that's not marketing, that's sales. But actually marketing, getting them in, getting their contact information, getting them to walk through the door on brick and mortar or pick up the phone or text message, that getting them in the door is really a function of marketing, getting them to become a prospective customer, right? So does that marketing person understand the need to actually convert? And are they going to be diligent enough to make sure that you have enough leads, come to you with a budget, say, oh, we're at this stage, but I'd like to be here, and really are interested in those ratios, improving those ratios from impressions to actual getting into their funnel and converting, so you can actually get more business out of it. Emily's in the subcontracting of paralegals and virtual legal assistants, and also direct hire and placements for law firms, right? So really want to convert those lawyers somehow, using that marketing into the partners and lawyers who are looking for that help and really want to buy your services. So a good question to ask a marketing person is, what sort of ratios, what do their funnels look at, what has worked, how many leads per month, what were the quality of those leads? So what is their experience on that front? Next question comes from Billy. When do you know when you're ready to hire others? That's a super good question, but to me, it's as soon as you can afford it, right? Billy has got a construction company, and sometimes it's slow in the winter, but it picks up for a good 7 months overall. So really, we got a 12-month cycle, and during that 7 months, it's really busy. So the first hire I always recommend a business make is that assistant to take pressure off the business owner, to be answering the phone, to be doing follow-up, to be taking on some of those marketing capabilities. And as long as you've got enough revenue to know that you've got 1 to 2 months cash in the bank, so your ratios are looking pretty good, I always recommend that you hire somebody. If you can't hire somebody full-time, you can get like a shared answering service. You can get into a shared office space where there'll be a reception doing some work for you. Lots of ways to really get started on hiring people. But as far as growing your team, do you have enough revenue? Is there ways for you to make more revenue by somebody taking over on the construction side and you being able to go out and do calls with clients? My brother's got a construction firm, and one of the things that he really struggles with is finding that key person who can run a project, keep it going Well, he goes out and bids on other jobs, goes out and looks at prospective customers, new projects, right? So if you can find that key person who you can at least leave alone for a few hours, but better yet, a few days, that is really going to make a difference in your business, because as an owner, you got to step back from the business, work on strategic stuff. And if you can find those key people that first give you hours, but then give you days, that really is going to make a difference to your business. And as you get better and better, weeks, that's going to allow you to take vacation, recover even during those busy 7 months, so you're not working yourself to the bone during the busy season. And before you get out of the busy season, you're lining up work for the slow season. Being more strategic, working on the business, not in the business, right? So look for those key people who take away your stress, can take on projects and own them, right? Elevate yourself up and delegate. We'd love to know more. Ask more questions in the chat. Other mentors can chime in. We really want to know where you're at, what type of hires you're thinking about making. Next question is from Rohit, and he's asking about core values and a values statement. Are they interrelated, and what's the difference? So Rohit has a set of core values for his business, and he's about to write a value statement. And he's not sure if he's explaining why I'm using such core values for the type of culture I want, or a targeted at a specific audience. So for our business, core values are first to speak internally, right? To the people you're bringing onto your team. What are our core values that we interact with each other on, and also our customers, right? So that's who it speaks to first for my team. If you're a one-person show, it can speak to your customers right away. So a core values statement, I'm not quite sure where that goes, but I actually have a core values speech where I can say, here are the core values that team members have demonstrated throughout the month, throughout the quarter, right? So every quarter we dive into our core values, and I bring out specific examples of what that core value is and what it isn't. So that speech is internal, but also we've recorded a YouTube video and have it up there, what our core values are. So really important that you really cement that core value statement or core value speech for the two target audience. One, your internal team. So even if you're not in the office, that they're making decisions based on those core values. So if it's taking care of a customer a certain way, or treating people with respect, you're not going to return to your office and find out that somebody's quit because somebody didn't understand what your core values were, right? So to me, having that core values statement or core values speech ready for your new employees is super important. If you're not able to give it to them on their day of onboarding, you have it recorded, and then using that core values statement or speech at every quarterly or monthly meeting that you guys have, depending on your meeting rhythms. So definitely get it down for your internal and then have it for your external audience as well, right? Because if you're looking at suppliers, an accountant, or a legal person, and you want that to be a long-term partnership where you're paying tens of thousands of dollars but getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in value, shoot them over your core values and say, do these line up with who you are? And also customers as well. Shoot them over your core values after you get off your first call with them, along with, here's your proposal, here's what we're going to do for you. It really sounds like, based on discussion, our core values line up. It's a great marketing piece, but definitely you might want to have a different core value speech for internal than you do for an external, but still emphasizing those core values and keeping it sharp and crisp for the external customer, where your employees, they're getting paid to listen to you. So a little bit longer, get into what it is and what it isn't is really important. Yeah, so that's most of the questions, except for I missed Billy's second question. So any tips on SEO? How important or not has SEO been to your business? So search engine optimization has been so key to my business, and I think it will be in the next coming months and going forward. So we have at least 5,000 people visit our website every month. And that is because we've really optimized our website, what we post on our website, and how often we post on our website to really attract our core customer. So Google kind of recognizes that we're changing the content. They see when somebody is searching for a headhunter in a certain city, such as Seattle, we've optimized our website to really speak to them, right? So we've got all their jobs that are in Seattle kind of grouped together. We're writing articles about the top 5 top recruiters in Seattle, the top 5 headhunters in Seattle. That's really what people might want to be searching, or who are the top construction firms in Tampa, right? And if you have a list of the top 5, you don't even have to say that you're one of the top 5. You can just choose the top 5 that are locally owned and have a good reputation, have over 4 stars on Google. And you might even have those firms referring business to you when they're too busy. So definitely SEO is important. But what I'd really like to emphasize at this point, that traditional Google search engine word text optimization is important, but video is becoming even more important. So doing quick videos that appeal to your clients and talk to what they might be searching for on YouTube, on other platforms such as Instagram or Facebook, are really going to make a difference. So start doing SEO videos. One of the tools is TubeBuddy or vidIQ. Those are allow you to search for figure out what people are searching for in video. So great question. SEO is super important. Definitely local as well, right? If you have different neighborhoods that people search for, right? So Seattle, Tacoma, right? Some people might search for a construction company in Tacoma, right? Or Bellevue, like the neighborhoods as well. So getting the place down and figuring out what people are searching for and why they'll find you. Super important in the long run, but definitely also include video. If you go to an old website and it's all text and blogs, it seems a little stale. Where you go to a new website that we just launched, the cover page has a video banner in the background. Our About Us page links to a video. I'm going to be redoing that video. But really, it's super important to have video. And the second biggest search engine, I think, in North America is YouTube, right? And one of the biggest in the world. So you need to have videos on YouTube and other platforms as well. So great question. I'm pretty keen on SEO. Doesn't replace marketing, doesn't replace direct outreach to customers, but on a long-term game, if you can be doing something weekly for SEO, that makes a really big difference. So even just creating a video, getting an executive assistant, a virtual assistant to change that into a blog post, using something like ChatGPT, an AI tool to write a blog post, is important. But also remember that if it's AI writing it, you should personalize it and run it through Google Docs and or Grammarly to make sure that it's correctly written, but also personalize it. I do blog posts where the intro paragraph and the exit paragraph are something that I've really written and taken to heart. And the middle of it, the middle content, has been created by ChatGPT or another AI tool. I'm using Jasper AI, just got turned on to that. So lots of tools you can use to create SEO content and also find out what people are searching for as well. So great question, Billy. Any more questions about SEO, definitely add it to the below the video, and hopefully other people can dive in. I know some people have marketing agencies and are way better at SEO than me. So definitely talk to people as well, right? Talk to all experts in those fields. Well, I'm going to wind it up, keeping it short and sweet, under 15 minutes, just like a stand-up huddle. Get out there. I hope you're doing some great hiring and your marketing goes well and you've got those core values. Yeah, really key things for any business. Have a great week.